Semenyo can play there, so I'm not excluding him. But it feels to me like we're supposed to have this director of football to sort out wing backs and positions, and we're just going for whatever is a good deal. And that's kind of concerning to me. It's too many cooks in the kitchen.
And this is a good deal. I mean, to be fair, that price is a good deal. But you need a CDM because of what you say. Casemiro's leaving in the summer. We're not re-upping him. Ugarte, you're hearing.
Well, we don't know that. We might give him some low ball offer. Apparently, he likes United, but he's not the path forward.
No.
You don't want him starting every single game. So,
I mean, maybe what they think is, hey, if we revert to a 4-3 at some time, we fire this manager and they play like everybody else plays with 4 at the back and a 4-man front, we would move Cunha to the 10 spot because Bruno's he's getting sold to the Saudis, and then you play Semenyo on the left, you play Mbeumo on the right, and then you have backups in Ahmad, you have backups in Mason Mount. I have no idea how this is playing out. I don't know how you bring a player like him in and then put him at wing back. That also feels like a waste of talent, just like Ahmad in many ways. He's effective at times, but it still feels like a waste of his talent. But this is a weird one for me because I thought we'd go for CDM, given that there's going to be turnover there. And
if you don't want Mainoo, you have to then bring somebody in.
And Mainoo rumors too, right?
Exactly. So Semenyo, the idea is from Simon Stone. United sources are confident Amram can find a solution. So just sign him and then we'll figure it out. Which is not how you want it.
We'll find a solution. Great.
You want a certain amount of a depth chart that's balanced. And United just sort of throwing things in the soup, see what sticks. Speaking of CDM, we are being linked to Ruben Neves, who went to Saudi Arabia. He would be an interesting player. We were linked to him while he was at Wolves. He ended up going to Saudi. Not surprisingly, he wants out of Saudi, but he could be a cheaper midfield option. Might take him some time to get up to speed, but I think this is like a 20 million pound, acquisition from Saudi is perfect. Like a bridge 3 or 4 year contract. Hopefully he can regain that form from Wolves. He was the Wolves captain. I'd like to see that. Obviously, he has a lot of wages. That's the only problem there. His salary would exceed that of Mainoo if he's replacing Mainoo, right? We might be seeing Mainoo leave, maybe Neves come in, Xerxes leave, and then maybe Semenyo coming in.
I mean, he was very useful in the Premier League before he left to go to Saudi. I just think once you go to Saudi, you can't undo that. You're a player that played in Saudi Arabia. I think the step up to England would be a big, big leap for him. He did have some injuries in the past as well. I mean, those wages, he's not worth £300,000 a week. Let's be honest. But like you said, he's a stopgap if you can get it for cheap, and he's willing to take a cut because he already collected as much dough as he needed.
Yeah, that's what you like to see. Yeah, he's made enough money in Saudi.
Right. So they all seem to do that. They all get there and they're like, I'm good. I was there for 6 months. I was there for a year. I want to go home.
Kobe January plans per Fabrizio's podcast. Interested in a loan move. He just wants regular minutes. Apparently United aren't interested in that. There's been, low tier sources quoting 40 to 50 million to get him out, like another Garnacho deal. Garnacho was sold well off of his best. Mainoo is going to be sold well off. He hasn't performed to his best for a year, really. And he would like to come back to Manchester United probably after the manager departs, I think is the idea there. Go on loan and just wait.
Wait it out.
Not a surprise players do that, but, United have to stop hiring managers that just freeze out more players because we can't survive the cull, if you will speak. And then another one, Xerxes here. Ineos signing. Bologna plays 10, not a striker. We don't need him. This is another where the Semenyo profile, the Xerxes profile didn't make sense, and then he's not playing and getting into the team. I don't know why we signed him. Now we're going to sell him.